Hi there, it's Dr. Josya. Thank you for coming to my channel to learn about all things dating for women physicians. As you know, I'm a board certified family medicine physician, a wife and a mother, and a dating coach. So, first of all, happy Haitian Heritage Month. I'm representing the icon that's in the middle of the Haitian flag. I am proudly Haitian. I like to tell people I was made in Haiti, first generation here in the US. So today, what I want to talk about are 5 reasons men do not care about your medical degree. So buckle up and sit tight because I know it's going to make you mad, but you need to hear this if you want to not sleep with those degrees that keep you warm at night. Okay, let's keep it real, sis. So, reason number 1, men do not care about your medical degree. He is not looking for work. Meaning, when you meet a guy and you talk about your degree, he doesn't care because he's not applying for a job. He's not applying for a medical position, even if he's a physician himself. All right? So please think about it before you. At the end of the day, spoiler alert, do not lead with your degree. That's what I'm really getting at. Do not lead with your degree. Do not lead with your degree. Do not lead with your degree. But Dr. Josya, I worked so hard for my degree. I spent years in school. I wanted to be a doctor since I was 5. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt to be in school. I'm still paying it back. I all those years of residency and those 24-hour calls and those 36-hour calls. What do you mean? I'm proud of my degree. I want to tell guys about it. Yeah, but I'll tell you when. But stay tuned, and at the end of the video, I'll tell you when you can talk about that degree. All right? But he doesn't care. So that's not going to change at all. I don't care if he has a medical degree just like you. I don't care if he has his associates or he's blue collar or he's a CEO. Men who are looking to marry do not care about your medical degree. All right. So, as I said, the first reason is he doesn't care is because he's not looking for work. He's not hiring you for a job. Okay? So, when you're bringing up that he doesn't care because he's not hiring you. Reason number 2, he doesn't care about your medical degree, is that you come off arrogant and entitled. Dr. Josie, how can you say that? We live in a world where it's the patriarchy and the misogyny and all this other stuff. Yeah. But 2 things can exist at the same time. When you meet a guy and you talk about being a doctor, you come off as entitled, as you should want me because of my degree, because I have my doctorate and I have my master's. You should automatically want me. It comes off arrogant and entitled. And you know what happens? He might entertain you for a little bit. He might engage in intellectual conversations with you. And you're like, these conversations are great, but it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to fizzle. So let me know in the comments if this resonates. All right? I've met many intelligent men in my dating career. Yes, it felt like a career. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at myself here. I met many intelligent guys who were just as educated, if not overly educated. They could care less that I was an MD and I had my master's and the fact I went to Hopkins for undergrad. They didn't care. So we can throw pedigrees around left and right, but it comes off as arrogant and entitled in the space of dating, and especially dating for marriage or lifelong partnership. If you're having flings, who cares? The commitment's not the same. But if you're looking for something lifelong, we have to change how we approach it. All right? So, reason number 3, men do not care about your medical degrees, is that it has no bearing on home life. Seriously, is your MD going to help buy you a home? Yes, okay, you got me there, physician mortgage, blah, blah, blah. So to some extent from a financial earning standpoint, but the day-to-day home life, because you have to start thinking, ladies, stop thinking only about the dates. Start thinking about your day-to-day life as a wife, incorporating your life with someone else. The sooner you understand this, trust me, the sooner you'll find your partner, and also your relationship will be strong. Okay? Because I'm not here just talking about marriage for the sake of marriage, because we know the divorce rate is high. I'm talking about well put together relationships where two people complement one another. So, having said that, when you lead with your degree, that doesn't matter in the day-to-day home life. It has no bearing as to the chores in the house, even if you outsource your chores. It has no bearing on the dinner time meals. It has no bearing on the sex life. Okay? It has no bearing on rearing children. So your degree doesn't factor into that, into your home life. Your degree is part of your career. Nothing more, nothing less. And the fallacy and the challenge as doctors, as physicians, is that we've been so ingrained, even hazed into believing we are our career, that we are doctors, we're nothing else. And so our identity becomes so entwined in that we find it hard to separate it when it comes to dating. But let me be here and be the first to tell you, you have to make that separation. The sooner you make that separation, the sooner you can find harmony in your dating, the sooner you can find partners who are suitable, the sooner you realize there's a lot of great options out there, a lot of great guys out there. But leading with that degree is not going to help. It's actually going to be a hindrance, a blockage. All right. I know I'm moving a little fast here. Feel free to hit me up in the comments if you want me to dig into something more in a follow-up video. Reason number 4, he doesn't care about your medical degree. He wants a wife, not a colleague. This isn't a networking experience. This isn't a business conference. It's not a CME conference, continuing medical education for the non-docs who are listening to this. He's not looking for a business partner or a colleague. He's looking for a wife. So he doesn't care about your degree. And lastly, reason number 5 is not about him. It's actually about you. You need to know that you are more than your medical degree. I know, I just said it, all the years we put in, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the missing the family events, missing the funerals, missing the birthdays, staying up to study for your boards, the money every 2 years or every year, depending on how many medical licenses you have to keep them up, the continuing medical, I know it consumes your life. But the reality is that you are more than your career. And if you are looking to become a wife or to have a lifelong partner, you need to know you're more than that career. Why? Because when you come home, you need to have other parts of you that are cultivated, that are fully developed, that you can share with your partner beyond just how your workday went. And again, I know that in our career, especially many of us have been trained by men, because historically medicine has been run by men. They had their wives at home to hold down the fort. So they were consumed in their careers and they passed that on to us. But the reality is that we are more than our careers. And we are more than just a task at home too. We are full human beings. We are full embodiments of essence of life just because. You are worthy just because. Not because you have a degree. Not because you make 6+ figures, right? Even in your singlehood or in your marriage, you're more than your marital status. You are enough. So you need to know that. And so therefore, do not lead with your degrees. So as I said earlier in the video, How do you know when to bring in the conversation that you are a doctor? That may show up late in your first date or even your second date. Why do we push it back? Because we want to get the opportunity for the man to know us for us, and for us to know that he is interested in you just for being you, not because of your degree. Because a big challenge we have in dating as doctors is, does this guy like me for me, or does he like the fact that I'm a doctor and he gets to brag about that? How will you know? You'll know by not talking about it first. Remember the wonderful movie Coming to America? Prince Akeem did not go around saying he was a prince. He was just being himself in his full essence. I wish there was a female lead I can use. It is, from a movie to kind of give the same illustration. But follow with me because I know almost all of us have seen Coming to America. And if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's a great classic. It's so irreverent, but it's so funny. But there's a lot of good takeaways from the movie. He was a full prince. He was heir to the throne of the kingdom of Zamunda. But when he came to the U.S. to find his bride, he did not mention any of that. In fact, his assistant wanted to brag, wanted to show all the titles and use the privilege that was due to them. But when he found his Lisa, when he found his wife, it wasn't until later he revealed who he was. And granted, in that case, there was, drama because it's a movie. And then I'll get into how movies also don't give the real scope when it comes to dating anyway. That'll be in a future video. But the point I'm trying to make is, let the man get to know you for you. And that starts with you getting to know you for you. To get away from the past PTSD of medical training, the experiences in active practice, if you're in a private practice or you work in a hospital, and all those things that you might have been enduring or still are enduring right now, because a lot of us in medicine are going through a lot of challenges with private equity, corporations taking over, hospitals being shut down, burnout, issues still from COVID. So I know we're carrying a lot of that on our shoulders. But when it comes to dating, I urge you, put it down. Put it down. Be your full self. Be who, insert your name. Be Samantha. Be Alice. Be Shamika. Whoever you are. Be your full self, so that when you come into that dating situation, then it's very clear to that man that you are your full self apart from your career. And that's where you start to build a relationship that can lead towards marriage. I hope this helped you. Again, if you need me to break down some more, I'll be more than happy to. Just let me know in the comments. Until next time.